Hello guys, welcome back to Send Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're also going to talk about Ethereum and Ripple XRP on a lower degree and also on the macro scale. But on Bitcoin, we're going to focus on the macro scale, as far as the 21-day cycle and also the 50-day cycle, all right? And we're also going to take a look at the lower degree. Market is quite volatile over the last few days and so on. As you can see, we did get a big drop from like 4200, 42k, right, all the way down to basically a 30k area. So if you take a look at it, it is a basically a 27% drop for BTC. In a bull market, it is pretty normal to see a 27% drop. All right, so we're going to take a look at it also on the 15 minutes time frame and all of that good stuff. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. If you find the content useful, don't forget to join our public Telegram group, Send Crypto 0, or you can join our premium group on Discord channel. All right, so now we're going to start off with BTC on the macro scale, and we're going to take a look at it on the Heikin-Ashi. All right, so on the Heikin-Ashi, we're not getting any sign of reversal. Okay, we're not getting any sign of reversal. And we talked about it previously back in 2019 when BTC was pumping from 33, 34. We were extremely bullish, right, on the weekly time frame. We said, let's go back and check it. Right. If you take a look at it back then, most people were pretty bearish on BTC right there. But what we were saying was like, if you take a look at it on the weekly basis, no sign of reversal, right? Why no sign of reversal? On an Heikin-Ashi candle, right, when you get a nice uptrend, you don't want to see no tails. Okay, what I mean tails means like some wicks to the downside, kind of like these type of wicks right there. So when BTC was moving from 33 all the way up to basically 39 4K, and once we got rejected somewhere around here, I think it was like February 24th, right, and we dropped all the way down to the daily 50 EMA, right, and I was like, okay, we're gonna create on a lower degree a head and shoulder pattern formation, and we're gonna be pumping to the upside. One of the reasons why we were very confident, right, because it is very important, like the structure we created at the bottom, that's exactly what we're seeing right now, and I'm gonna show you. All right, so you can see like we did not create any big tails, right? Everything was pretty much smooth, right? Everything was smooth, okay? Smooth, no tail, okay? So we said, as long as we're going to be making this type of structure on a weekly basis, BTC is going to be extremely bullish. And if I remove the Heikin-Ashi candles, right? You can see it on the lower degree. We did have a head and shoulder pattern formation right here, and we also going to talk about this structure right there. So the structure right there is very, very important. It is one of the most powerful structure on BTC. I know most of you guys are waiting for head and shoulder pattern formation, but I'm going to show you why this structure is very, very important right here. So you take a look at it. Back then we created a beautiful head and shoulder pattern formation right there, and what we said, okay, we said we're going to make a 1-to-1 extension, and we're going to pump it all the way up exactly to targets at basically 5K. Okay, so we did basically mention BTC, we did call the BTC breakout all the way up regarding this head and shoulder pattern formation. The reason I know BTC is at 40K, but the reason why I'm showing you this structure is like because of XRP is making the same structure right now as we speaking, okay, on the lower degree, and we're gonna talk about it. Even BTC is actually making the same structure. If you take a look at the structure we created right here, if you do this right, so if you take a look at the structure we created back then, right, even though that's a 2-day time frame, but remember, structures, they don't care about time frame, they only care about the patterns. Okay, the patterns, the patterns you're going to see on the weekly and the patterns you're going to see on the hourly, it is going to be the same. Okay, it is just going to be patterns. You cannot say like, oh, it is 15 minutes time frame, it is not valid. Okay, you cannot say that, right? So because a head and shoulder pattern formation, it is just a head and shoulder pattern formation, right? So you take a look at it back then right here, what happened was like we did drop right here, okay, retest the top and basically drop down to 0.786. okay, even though we did have a head and shoulder pattern formation right here, okay, a small one, market did not basically respect it, but market decided to drop all the way down to where 0.786. Okay, if you take a look at it from swing low to swing high, right, bang, okay, bang, all right, bang, right, 0.786. I'm not saying basically gonna repeat the same pattern, but if you take a look at it right now, right, even down to the moving averages, you can see like market did, we got a head and shoulder pattern formation right here, right? Even we also got another one right there, just like the one we got in this range, okay? But market dipped all the way down to where 0.618. 0.618 was our target. So we said BTC gonna pump all the way up to 37, which is like hourly 100 EMA, right? Didn't quite hit 37 because hourly 100 EMA was moving to the downside. So, you know, if you shorted at the hourly 100 EMA, you're going to take profit just about 0.618. That was our premium target, right? And we're going to take, you know, buy back at 32.7, right? 32.5, and we're going to take it to the upside. Right now, if you bought the dip right here, you just have to put a stop loss, because if we're going to be playing the structure right here, the potential for BTC, for Bitcoin to basically give us the potential for the bulls, right, to create this head and shoulder pattern formation is, you know, it is high. However, okay, we just have to keep in mind it might not play out as we're expecting. Okay, it could basically drag it all the way down to 0.786, right, give us a bullish divergence on the hourly, right, and basically invalidate the head and shoulder pattern formation, just like the one we got right here. You see what I'm saying? We did have a head and shoulder pattern. It basically dipped down, but basically give us a wedge pattern, right, and a breakout. It's not a wedge, but a sort of triangular formation. Ethereum did the same, you know, created the same pattern also, right? So if we basically break 32.7, which is our initial target, right, we got, you know, another target just about like 31.7, 31.5. Okay, so but that's just on a lower degree. Okay, these targets have to hold, right, in order to basically get the reversal to the upside, right? So basically that's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating a reversal from BTC. However, the bottom going to be crucial, right? It doesn't matter really. Okay, it is still bullish. I just showed you on the macro scale. If we go back to the Heikin-Ashi, right, if you go back to the Heikin-Ashi candles, right, on the 3 weeks chart, because I just showed you the weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame, Heikin-Ashi is pretty bullish, right? And if you go back in you know, right around here, you know, on the 3 weeks chart, you can see that we did not get any tails. Okay, any tails. Everything was pretty much smooth. Okay, smooth. If you take a look at it right now, right, since like when October, okay, when October 28th, right, what happened back in October 28th was like the 50-day cycle. So we got the 3 week cycle and the 3 week cycle and the 50-day cycle, both of them, okay, both of them were actually very, very bullish. And you can see like the Heikin-Ashi was actually showing no tails. Okay, showing no tails, only wicks to the upside. So that's very, 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 very bullish, guys. So it doesn't mean, once again, on the macro scale, BTC is not going to pull back, but you're not going to see it on the 3 weeks chart. What does it mean? It means bulls, they're going to be buying the dip. Okay, as long as we're not going to be creating some tails, right, like this, right, big wick, big tail, small body, right here, right, something like that. Okay, we just have to start like to create some big tails, and we're gonna be like, okay guys, we starting to create some big tails to the, you know, on the downside. We starting to be bearish. Okay, but as of now, market is very, very aggressive to the upside, right? So now let's take a look at it on the macro scale, also on the 3 weeks chart, but with no Heikin-Ashi. Okay, if you take a look at it on the 3 weeks chart, in order to be bearish, right, within the next like 10 days or so, right, this candle gonna close on the 21st of January, right? So if we basically close below 29, we could start to, you know, be bearish, because most likely, okay, the candle after that going to drop below 24 and so on, right? So that could create some bearishness over the next like after the candle close, right? After the 3 weeks candle close, right? So but what I'm trying to tell you is like bulls gonna be buying the dip, and I don't think like bears gonna be strong enough to close BTC below 29, okay, over the next like 10 days. It is going to be great for the bears, but I don't think like bulls gonna be dumb enough to basically let that happen, okay? If that happens, if that happens, we might be seeing like some serious downtrend from BTC, right? But we will see. All right, so now let's take a look at the 50-day cycle. The 50-day cycle, it is still bullish, no sign of reversal. As you can see, the 50-day cycle started on January 1st, right? Exactly on January 1st. So it's gonna close like just about like what, February 20th, right? So we're gonna get the next cycle on going to start on February 20th. Okay, so in order to stay bullish, we have to basically close the candle green. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we cannot basically drop below 2900, right? Over the next like over the next 10 days, we don't want to basically close below 2900 and 29,000. I'm still bearish on BTC, man, but I'm just joking. But you get the concept, okay? So closing below 29,000 could basically trigger a more selling pressure all the way down to 10K potentially, right? But we will take a look at it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the lower degree. We already talked about Bitcoin on the lower degree. So we got a potential head and shoulder pattern formation. We did anticipate a drop on BTC last night on our premium group when BTC was right there. Okay, what we said was like, we're gonna buy the dip right here at the 6-hour 100 EMA, which was exactly at 30,500, right? And we're gonna take it all the way up to the 1-hour 100 EMA, and we're gonna flip short all the way down to basically 0.618 to basically 0.786. We did get the 0.618. Now we're pumping to the upside again, most likely. Okay, if like the head and shoulder pattern formation going to fail, right, it is going to get rejected by the 1-hour 100 EMA. And if that's the case, we could see another wave to the downside, which is going to be a potential 0.786 pullback. If you do if you take your Fibonacci retracement, bang. Okay, you can see the 0.786 going to be 31.7 to 31.5. So keep that in mind. We do have a valid head and shoulder pattern formation. However, I wouldn't basically give it like 100% chance to be successful. I mean, not even 80% chance. I would say like 60 to 65%. And if it fails, it is just going to be short term. It's nothing bearish about BTC on the macro scale. So it is just going to be like short term trading. Whether BTC breaks the head and shoulder pattern formation or retest 30K, it is not going to make a big difference over the next like 10 days and so on, because we got a potential to go back all the way up to basically 41. Okay, so 41 to 42 area. So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the 6-hour time frame. So if you take a look at BTC on the 6-hour, we did say pay attention to the 6-hour last night live. Even before the drop, we did make sure to follow me on TradingView, because we were basically going live on TradingView. YouTube basically gave me a ban for 1 week, so that's why I wasn't uploading any videos, right? So live when BTC was like 33, 34, we said, guys, we're gonna be looking for 30K, okay, 31 to 30K area, just about the 6-hour 100 EMA, bang, okay, rejection where 6-hour 21. We talk about all of these good stuff, guys. So you're not gonna see any head and shoulder pattern formation on the 6-hour time frame. All you see is like reversal, probably retest. That's it. Okay, but if you want to basically play it on on the hourly, that's when you see your head and shoulders and all of that good stuff. That's what I'm saying. That head and shoulder pattern formation on the hourly could potentially fail, right? And we're gonna basically retest the 31 to 31.5 range, which is 6-hour 100 EMA once again. Okay, now let's move on to the daily time frame. If you take a look at BTC on the daily basis, the story between the daily 21 EMA, right, and BTC. BTC doesn't love, okay, BTC doesn't like to basically break below the daily 21 right there. So as you can see, we basically rebound right off the right at 31, right, 31.32, and we talked about it live right yesterday. We said 6 hour 100 EMA, daily 200 EMA, whenever they basically whenever their price is like within 1%, most likely BTC is not going to break it. And you can take a look at it right here, right? What happened right here was like we did say bang, okay, just about like right here. Let's go on the 6 hour. Bang. Okay, what happened right here at 16K when market was looking for 14 and so on? What we said was like we're going to be pumping back up to basically 19.3, and we're going to retest basically 0.618 to 0.786, and we're going to pump straight up to the top. Same thing we did right here in our premium also. We said BTC is going to be dropping right here, and if we break basically 23,950, we're going to take it to the upside on the lower degree, right? So beautiful head and shoulder pattern formation right here also, but it is kind of ugly, right? So so basically guys, be cautious. Market is still bullish, but I wouldn't be basically extremely bullish right there, while BTC is below the 6 hour 21. Okay, support right here on the lower degree. All right, but any dips, okay, going to get bought up. As I said, macro scale is bullish, so I wouldn't be too worried even if BTC drop like down to 29, because I just showed you on the 3 weeks chart, BTC has to close above 29 to stay bullish. So most likely bulls gonna be buying the dip, right, and basically pump back the price above 30K and so on. So now let's go ahead and take a look at King Ethereum. Queen Ethereum, actually, XRP is the king. So Ethereum, similar to BTC, Ethereum is extremely bullish also on the macro scale. You take a look at it right here, we just got bought up by the daily 21, right? Bang, okay, pump back up. You take a look at it on the 6 hour, bang, got bought up. What did we say regarding Ethereum? If we pump back up to the hourly 100 EMA, it is most likely going to get rejected. So bought right here, sold right here, short right here, and then basically price is still dropping. So Ethereum got a clean head and shoulder pattern formation, but I just don't like these moves because sometimes they do something like that. Okay, so give you a flat correction. It could be even overextended, and then you're going to get the move to the upside. So just be cautious and wait for confirmation. Both Ethereum and BTC are making a head and shoulder pattern formation, but you know it, guys, you know it. When the market is looking for one thing, okay, when market is doing something and everybody's looking for that move, right, most likely sometime market doesn't give you that move. Okay, market basically going to give you something different, right, which is still going to be bullish. It really doesn't matter. Once again, if Ethereum drops like down to like 900, it is still going to be bullish. Okay, so we're just going to play the bullish pattern on the hourly. That's it, and we could potentially get a divergence and all of that good stuff, and we're going to take it to the moon, right? So now let's take a look at XRP. XRP USDT got a head and shoulder pattern formation, right? That's the type of structure I was just showing you on BTC, and I was telling you guys XRP is also making the same exact structure. It is very, very important, right? Because if we break out to the upside, right, I already showed you the structure on BTC, so I don't need to go through it again, right? So if you take a look at it, 1-to-1 extension, we got two targets, right? Potential targets for XRP. On the linear scale, you could be looking for a potential 1-to-1 extension right there, which is just about like 58, 57 area. However, on a log scale, if you use your basically Fibonacci, trend-based Fib, right, you could look for a potential 80 cents XRP up, 1-to-1 extension, 78 to 80 cents. But the structure could be invalidated, right, if XRP breaks below like a 22 cents. Okay, the structure is not going to be valid. Okay, so let's see over the next like a few hours, few days, if XRP is going to get this move, give us another three-way move to the upside, right, and basically give us the breakout. It can even retest it, retest it before moving higher. But once again, the structure is likely to get invalidated, right, if we break if we break below 22 cents and so on, right, and below, right? So that's the only thing I can see on XRP. Let's take a look at it on XRP USDT on Binance. So so if you take a look at it on Binance, our last call for XRP was like when XRP was moving sideways during our live stream. What we said was like, don't mess with XRP in this range. It is going to give you a flat correction and a pump to the upside. So as soon as we recognize the pattern and market bulls started to be aggressive right there, just about like 25 right before the breakout, we said let's take it to the moon all the way up to 35, 37, and that's what we did exactly. So I don't like to mess with XRP while XRP is correcting, because it can be very stressful, very boring. So no need to mess with it. The move we're making right now, it is just corrective. I remember some people wanted to long it right here. I was like, just be cautious. We got a blue box right there. Most likely, we're getting a lower volume right there, higher prices. That's not, most of the time, 9 out of 10 is not bullish. So double tap, retest the blue box, and if you take a look at the blue box right there, right, you got 50% pullback. So I was anticipating a 50% pullback down to like a 25. Exactly, that's what we got. And if you take a look at 25, was exactly trendline resistance right there. So the basically the head and shoulder pattern formation we anticipating from XRP, I would say like got a 60% to 65% chance to be successful, right? So let's see if XRP going to basically just not break the bulls. Not gonna let price break below 22 cents, and we could basically retest the top right here and break out to the upside. Beautiful setups, okay, for XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and most alt. Okay, they're looking very, very aggressive right now. It doesn't mean they're gonna be pumping, but as of now, okay, the structure for BTC on a macro scale, it is bullish. XRP, it is moving sideways, creating a bullish pattern. BTC is just following. Ethereum is just following BTC, so everything is looking clean right now, okay, until we basically get a bigger sell-off below the daily 21 EMA and all of that good stuff, and then we're going to be looking for a potential bearish setup and all of that good stuff. All right guys, if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join Send Crypto public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join Send Crypto Trading Premium group on Discord, you can also join link in the description. All right, you can basically join it, and if you need access to my to my setups, alt setup, BTC setups, stocks and all of that good stuff, you can just send me a message, so you get access to it to the Discord Premium channel. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.